Imagine this. A 72-year-old woman suddenly becomes confused. She forgets where she is, what day it is, and even the name of her own daughter. Her family rushes her to the hospital, fearing a stroke or the early stages of Alzheimer's. But after a few tests, the doctor shakes his head and says just one word: dehydration. Yes. Something as simple as not drinking enough water can shut down the most complex organ in the human body, your brain. And what's even more shocking, most people over 60 have no idea it's happening to them. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll understand why dehydration is one of the most underestimated threats to the aging brain, and how a glass of water could literally save your mind. The lesson from Dr. Arnaldo Liechtenstein. Every year, Dr. Arnaldo Liechtenstein, a neurologist and internal medicine professor, begins his class with a simple question. What are the most common causes of confusion in older adults? Students answer confidently. Brain tumors. He says, no. Early Alzheimer's. He says again, no. When every theory collapses, he delivers the answer that no one expects, but every doctor should remember. Dehydration. It sounds too simple, right? But Dr. Liechtenstein insists it's one of the leading, and most overlooked, causes of confusion in the elderly.
As we age, our bodies naturally lose water content. A newborn is about 75% water, but by the time we're over 60, that can drop to just 50%. This means there's a much smaller margin for error. On top of that, our sense of thirst diminishes. You might not even feel thirsty, but your body could be crying out for water. Think of your brain cells as little grapes. When they're hydrated, they're plump and can communicate effectively. But when you're dehydrated, they shrivel up like raisins. This shrinkage can disrupt the delicate balance of minerals and electrolytes like sodium and potassium, which are essential for sending electrical signals in the brain. When those signals get scrambled, you get confusion, dizziness, and memory loss. It can happen so quickly that it's mistaken for a sudden medical crisis. So, what can you do? The science of aging and thirst. Here's the problem. After the age of 60, our body's internal alarm system for thirst begins to fail. Older adults stop feeling thirsty even when their body desperately needs water. They drink less, sometimes almost nothing during the day, especially if they live alone or no one reminds them to drink. And when the body's water levels drop, everything starts to break down. Muscle strength decreases. Blood pressure falls. The heart races to compensate. The brain slows down and loses clarity. From one day to the next, a person can go from active and alert to confused, irritable, and weak, all because of a lack of water. How dehydration damages the brain. At age 60, the body holds barely half the water content it had in youth. Less water means less oxygen and nutrient flow to the brain. And that creates a perfect storm for mental fog and sudden confusion. Even mild dehydration affects how brain cells communicate. When neurons don't get enough hydration, they misfire, leading to memory lapses, disorientation, and fatigue. And the cruel irony? Even when older adults are dangerously dehydrated, their brain doesn't send the usual signal, thirst. So they never notice until it's too late. Hidden symptoms. Families often miss dehydration can mimic serious illnesses. It can look like Alzheimer's, a stroke, or even heart problems. Here are the red flags you should never ignore in someone over 60. Sudden confusion or forgetfulness, unusual fatigue or lack of motivation, weakness or trembling, chest tightness or rapid heartbeat, dizziness and low blood pressure, irritability, or anxiety. If you see these symptoms, don't panic. First, check hydration. Sometimes, the cure is as simple as a glass of water.
If you're finding this video valuable so far, take a moment to like this video and subscribe to Body Signals. We share weekly insights that help you stay sharp, age slower, and live longer, based on real science, not trends. Now, let's go over what Dr. Liechtenstein calls the 2 golden rules of hydration after 60.
Rule number 1, build a drinking habit. Drink fluids regularly. Not only when you feel thirsty, Liquids include water, herbal teas, milk, soups, and natural juices. You can also eat fruits rich in water like watermelon, melon, peaches, pineapple, oranges, and tangerines. The key is simple. Every 2 hours, drink something. Even small sips matter. They keep your blood pressure stable, your brain active, and your heart healthy. Your brain runs on hydration. Without it, every mental process begins to fail. Rule number 2. Family and caregivers. Stay alert. If you care for someone over 60, don't wait for them to ask for water. Offer it frequently. And observe them closely. If they suddenly become unfocused, short of breath, or unusually irritable, that's your sign. Dehydration often hides behind small behavioral changes. It's not always about thirst. It's about awareness. Families that understand this can literally prevent hospital visits and protect the clarity, independence, and dignity of their loved ones. The hidden truth about dehydration. Every year, thousands of older adults are hospitalized because of dehydration that could have been prevented with one simple habit. And yet, we often overlook it because it seems too basic to matter. But think about it. We spend thousands on medications, supplements, and tests, yet forget the most essential substance our body needs to live and think clearly: water. Water regulates blood pressure, supports memory formation, maintains muscle function, and lubricates every cell of your body. Without it, even the strongest mind can fade. So let me ask you this. When was the last time you truly drank enough water today?
If you learned something new, share this video with your parents, grandparents, or friends over 60. You might help someone avoid a hospital visit, or even save a life. Hit subscribe to Body Signals for more science-based stories that help you protect your brain, your heart, and your future. Because sometimes, the greatest medical advice isn't found in a pill. It's found in a simple, clear glass of water. Stay hydrated, stay sharp, and I'll see you in the next video.